Hey everybody, it's Rebecca Whimsical Witch here with my latest haul from ASC Craft Supplies. That's ASC Craft Supplies Etsy shop or asccraftsupplies.com on their website. Had to stock up with some of my staples, and one of them is my Ultra Bond adhesive that I use. I use this a lot. I like this because it gives me wiggle room when I don't need wiggle room and I need a quicker, um, stickier glue. I use the Art Glitter Glue. You can see mine's little container here is quite shabby. But I just refill the little containers and use them up. But I like this because, like I said, it gives me wiggle room. It has a great hold. It does dry clear, and it is permanent. One of my next staples is I like to do dimensional on cards. I think over click, so I bought 3 packs of these 3D foam squares, and these are in the white. Sometimes I get the black. It depends. If I'm doing a lot of Halloween or something, I get the black because generally I'm using a lot of blacks in my project or my cards. But these are great to do your little pop-up effects on your cards or other pieces. So I use these a lot. Of course, there's always the ASC by Crystal pen. Great pens. Everybody loves them. I did buy a new tip for my art glitter glue or my Ultra Bond bottles. It'll fit either one of those. And let's see what size is that. That's the 2-ounce size. I think it fits the 4-ounce size as well. Comes with the pen and the tip. And that's a fine tip. Mente Papers put out these woodsies. And this one is a lantern, so I'm really excited to do something with this. One of our other VIP Facebook member group people did a lantern, and I apologize. I should have looked it up before I came on my video, but it was too cute. So I saw this. It is new to the store, and I thought I'm going to put it together and decorate it and see what I can come up with. But anyway, that'll be a lot of fun. And it is sturdy board, just to let you know. And next up is I bought some of the Whimsy card fronts. These are the Enchanted Cottage. They're A2 size, which is 5.5 by 4.25. There are 10 single-sided sheets in here, one of each of 8 designs, plus there's 2 sheets of optional sentiments that you can use. I did a little card to show y'all. Used one of the little cottages and one of the little sentiments that was included. Just cut it out with one of my fancy dies, and you have a quick card. Super easy. I like these card fronts, and these are really cute. And I put on the windows, I put my glossy accents, and just around some of the flowers in the roof, I used some stickles. And I believe those stickles were in the crystal color stickles. So those nice for quick, easy cards, and I just love the little enchanted cottages. They're cute. Okay, another thing that was new to the shop from Mente was these Mente Basic panel card base. I got them in craft and I got them in white. And let's see, I think there is 5. Am I looking? Yes, there's 5 of these pieces in there. They don't include the envelopes. It's only the card base. So you just take the card base and decorate it. And let's open this up and I'll show you what it's all about here. So you're going to get, it's in one piece for one card. And you're just going to fold along the score lines. And I'm sorry for the shadows this morning. It's a little bit drizzly here and it's cloudy. And I'm trying to get all the light I can in my camper, but it's real difficult today. But anyway, so it's one piece, just fold, and bend at the score lines. And let's see. Then, of course, you're going to want to burnish them down. And it goes, they're rather quick. And of course, I'm not using my burnishing tool, but and there you go. Let me move this out the way so you can see it. But it folds up and then it stands this way. So a great little stand-up card. And Miss Eunice in our VIP Facebook group is always doing these beautiful fancy folds. And I know some of them look real intimidated with all the scores and all the cuts. So this kind of makes it a little bit easier for you to do a fancy fold, something that stands up. And like I said, I got them in craft and I got them in white, 5 of each. And I did a card to show you. So here's the card I did. I know it's difficult to see with the camera going down, but it stands up. And I did the little whimsy, what's the name of this set? Merry Stressmas Santa on there. And put Bah Humbug. Santa is pretty tired, trying to drink his coffee or his cocoa to perk up, I guess, for that Christmas Eve ride. And I used some plaid papers there. I did color this with my Inktense pencils. And I've added some glitter. Some little wooden cutouts in snowflake design. On the back says, "Please be naughty, save Santa the trip," or a trip. I thought it turned out real cute. I'm really excited about it. I don't know who I'm going to send it to because I finished all my Christmas cards. I can't believe it. I sat here this week and just made Christmas card after Christmas card, so I'm ready to put those in the mail. But I think this is real cute. And I think this fancy fold can be used for a lot of things, but I really like this Christmas one. Then I got Whimsy Stamps Snowman Jars. Is this too cute? It's got all the little snowmen in the jars. It's got a lot of sentiments with it. Winter season, magical, 'tis the frosty season, snowman, cozy, and favorite. So you can mix up those sentiments and write 'tis the season, or 'tis the frosty season, 'tis the magical season, or cozy season. So there's several options as far as the sentiments. I like that they did that they work well together. And these little snowmen in the jars are just too daggone cute. So I did up some tags to show you. And this first one, I used this one here. Did the snowman in a little jar. I put a little color on him with my watercolor brush pens. And then on top of the what's supposed to be the glass part of the jar, you can see that shiny. That's Glossy Accents. I pulled out a Lavinia stamp that had the snowflake or starry look to it, and stamped some of those on there and added, you can see, catch that glitter, add some stickles. I did the Lavinia tree, looks like a Christmas tree. Let's see what that one's called. That one is called Christmas Joy. So I used that stamp, put a couple trees on there, and then I took my Ranger Liquid Pearls and added the ornaments in a turquoise and a white. So this one, I might have overdid it on the embellishment, but I like it. It's flashy. It's cute. I just love that snowman. My watercolor brush pen did bleed a little bit when I put the glossy accents on. Sometimes it does that. Other times it doesn't. I don't know what to tell you the secret is. But it's okay. I'm okay with it. Turned out cute. Then I did this little tiny tag. And I used this stamp on a piece of plaid paper, cut it out, and just attached it to the plaid tag. Used a little baker's twine. I had some some snowflake embellishments. So I put those on there. Again, you can catch the shine. There he goes. I did add the glossy accents to the top of the jar because it's glass and it looks glassy with the glossy. So that turned out cute. Okay, and here's another one I did using this snowman and the season, and just put favorite season on like a little banner, and then the season across the bottom. Again, on some of it, on the lettering, I did add some stickles. I didn't put the glossy accent on this one, but I did add some shimmer pen, and again, I added some of the snowflake shaker pieces, and I thought that turned out real cute. And on my last tag with them, once again, I used this one. I really like that one. I don't know why, but that one appeals to me the most. And I used that on a card. I took all the different sentiments and stamped them in the back and made a background. Again, I pulled out the Lavinia, that starry looking snowflake thingy. I'm not even sure what it's supposed to be, but it reminded me of a snowflake. And I did that here and there, scattered around. Also added some stickles again on those snowflakes. Again with the glossy accents on the jar. And then made up my own saying using the sentiments that are in the stamp set and put "'Tis the magical season." Added some ribbon, some baker's twine, and we have a cute little tag. Now, tags are not just for like hanging on your gift bags or putting on presents, packages. I use them for cards. I will take and put a sentiment on the back or a place to write. Some of these, like this one, I would need to put, I could stamp it right on here. This pattern paper is light enough to do it, but I would probably add a white piece here and put a sentiment and just send it in place of a card. People might enjoy just getting a little tag. It doesn't have to be a folded card. So just something to think about. While I've got you, I'm going to go through not the last Lavinia release that they had, but the one before that. I haven't gotten anything from the last yet, but I got these a little later than I wanted to use for Halloween, but it doesn't matter because they don't always have to be for Halloween, even though they're witches and bats. You can use them for all year. Who cares, right? But the first two here are the minis, and one of them mini Rune and mini Jinx. So they're two different cats. The pose is a little bit different, and they're facing in opposite directions. This one I did use on one of my Christmas cards, and I'd show you, but it's already stamped and sealed in an envelope to go off to somebody. But I used this in one of my Christmas cards, and this is the Hill House. So that's real cute. It's a good size. Fits on a card nicely. You can make a scene around it, or just use it and put a moon behind it. Really cute. Here's the cauldron, which they have named Bubbling Cauldron. And it's got the bubbles and the cauldron, so you can use that with your witches or other magical creatures in your forest. Um, this is the witching hour. It says, it's 3 a.m. and the moon is bright. 'Tis witching hour on this dark cold night. Cast a spell and feel the power. There's nothing quite like the witching hour, which is pretty cool. I like that. This first witch, this is Faba, or yeah, Faba. I guess I'm pronouncing it right. She's holding a lantern. Really pretty. She did a great job on these witches. This witch is casting a spell. She's got a wand in her hand. I love the drapey sleeves. That's pretty cool. And she is Hattie. So there's Hattie. This one is holding a broom. And she is Marcy. Of course, the hanging bats. There's 3 of them, 3 different sizes. So that's nice. It'll fit, you know, a whole bunch of the Lavinia tree stamps. Or I guess you could hang them from some of those that stone arch, and they could be in their little bat cave. I'm going to have to get the stone arch now. I didn't get that yet. This is called Flittermice. And then the last one here is the set of the 3 smaller ones, with the one holding the lantern, the one with a staff or cane, and then one with a broom, and they are called Blue Moon. A few other little things, because I am behind in my haul videos. Might as well go over while I've got you guys here. And that is Whimsy stamps. I had purchased this one and used it for the top of little treat boxes that I sent out to one lady who's always getting Halloween cards from me every year. It's kind of become our little tradition. She has a dinner on Halloween, and then I make her little treat boxes and cards for her family, and they all share them at the table, and it's such an honor to be a part of somebody's tradition. I'm really tickled. One of these days I'm gonna crash it and do her Halloween dinner with her. But this is called Home Sweet Haunted Home. And there are 6 stamps in there, one with a scene, and then the different sayings. Let's get spooky, welcome to our haunted house, boo y'all, home sweet haunted home, and haunted house. Let's go for something different. I don't know what I'm going to use this paper for, but it's the Slimline. It's kind of wild and crazy with the designs. It is 8.5 by 3.5. So it'll fit perfect for slimline. That doesn't mean you have to use it for slimline. You can cut it and use it for lettering. You can use it for your regular A2 size cards. So it's called Taffy. And there are really some wild and crazy designs in here. I did cut this one into a tag. Gorgeous colors. Very vibrant. But very busy. Really, really makes your eyes, you know, take it all in, and it's just something. But that's really pretty. We'll see what I can come up with that. I did get some black lace to use on some of my projects. This is really pretty. Let's go ahead and open this. It's called Lace 81. This is Blue Fern Studios. Is that pretty? Let's put it up against this so you can see it. That is so pretty. It could be on the bottom of a tag. It could run along the side of a card. So, a lot of options. This is a second time buy too. This is the Bristol Smooth. I really like this paper. I don't use this as a journal. I may do this one as a journal, but the last one I just pulled the pages out and used it and stamped my image and then used it to color. But I think maybe I might start doing, everybody does their little art journals. I guess I never saw or I didn't have the interest in it because I like to do things that I can go ahead and give somebody. So I didn't see the purpose in it, but I think it's probably good if you have your little visual journal that you can try ideas out or do things just to please you, and that you're not doing it with the thought of giving it to someone, that you're just making yourself happy, spending your creative time doing something that you enjoy. So I think I might go ahead and keep this one as a journal, but you don't have to. It's 28 sheets, and it's just great smooth paper for lots of different media. If you use alcohol markers, I use mostly watercolor brush pens. I haven't mastered the alcohol marker thing. It's great for using your Inktense pencils if you have those, or other watercolor pencils. So it's just nice, smooth, great paper. I did pick up some mini slimline shutter card bases. This comes 3 bases in a pack, and these are just so much fun. I like doing interactive cards. I think it adds interest. It gives the recipient a little something more than just opening the flap of a card and reading the sentiment inside. It actually lets you sit and, you know, in this case, open and shut it and watch it, and I don't know. It's just adds interest, and I think it's a little something extra. Same thing with shaker cards. I think it's just a little something extra. I did replenish my cutting pads for my Big Kick. I do a lot of die cutting. When I sit down to craft, I use my die cut Big Kick at least once every time I sit down to craft. Seriously, it's a workhorse. I love it. I like to keep my plates nice. Once the bottom one gets real rough, then I take the top one and put it on the bottom, and I put a new one on the top. When you do a lot of cutting, it's not so much because it curves, but it really eats into the plate. And if I'm going to do something where I'm going to put back to back or glue together die cuts, it will leave that roughness on my my die cut. So I'm a little particular about that. But anyway, I replenished those. Another thing I purchased, and excuse me because they're full, but I got 2 of these trays. These are great. They sit on the desk. They're low profile, so they don't take up a lot of room. You can stack them or use them single. I like them because, like, now that I'm going to dump this out so you can see it a little better. And I should probably wipe it out because it's gotten dusty sitting here on my desk with everything in it. But, see there? What is that? That is about... Is that 3/4? Is that an inch or 3/4 of an inch? So yeah, it sits up just a tad bit over an inch. But it's great because now that I'm working on Christmas, I put my Christmas shaker bits in there. If I've die cut and I've die cut extra, I put those in there. So it makes little things like that handy, and they're not all crazy and all over your desk. Things I use often, or, you know, doing a certain season. I'm getting ready to do my calendars, so I put my little calendars in there. Here's some dies that I've been using a lot. My pokey tool I always want close by. Some Christmas dies. It's just, I was using my pencils, so I put my pencil sharpener in it. But it's great because it takes up little room, but it holds a lot of things and keeps them handy. If you were working on stamping a bunch of Lavinia, making a scene, you could throw all your stamps in here. They're not all over your desk, and it's just a great little organization piece. Really like it. Well, I think I've caught up, and that's all I have for today. So y'all hop on over and check out ASC Craft Supplies Etsy shop or ASC Craft Supplies on the web. If you're not part of our Facebook VIP group, please join it. We're doing Thanksgiving giveaways now. I think we're on the last one of the 3, and then you'll start seeing the Christmas giveaways. The ones for Thanksgiving and sharing thanks to all the customers have been over $350 worth of product, and they're super nice. So get over there, answer the question, get entered, and see if you can win some goodies. Don't forget, if you use my coupon code Rebecca10, that's Rebecca in all capitals, REBECCA 10, you can get 10% off. ASC does free shipping in the United States. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out, and happy creating. Thank you.